Good evening, guys. I hope that you all had a good day. I have another Nasdaq top-down analysis for you guys, so let's get right into it. First off, starting on the weekly, we can see that we swept this buy-side liquidity and retraced a little bit today. I personally was not on when we got this drop. I normally end my day around 11:15 a.m. and I just looked at the charts and seen we had a pretty good dump around 12:30, 1 o'clock for the rest of the day. So if you were able to catch any of that, then that's awesome. So not too much on the weekly. We swept these buy stops and retraced a little. Let's move on to the daily. We can still see that we have this daily fair value gap. So there's potential for a few things to happen tomorrow. Either we range, we go back and test all-time highs again and trend, or we look to fill some of this imbalance. And you'll see some more imbalances on the 4-hour chart that we might be filling. So let's move on to the 4-hour. We can see that we have this small fair value gap that we created, and we retraced to about 50%, a little bit below 50% of that fair value gap, and popped back up. So right now it's being held as support. So really what I'd like to see tomorrow, Friday, is we push down some more and fill this imbalance. And probably my main target would be 50% of this move up from news yesterday. So from 2 p.m. yesterday to this high right here is 50%. So that's what I'd like to see. This is what I'd like to see as a target, and then potentially if we break below this, I'd maybe like to keep some runners to about 50% of this fair value gap and probably trim another here. So that's ideally what I'd like to see. But if we continue to hold this as support and even maybe this fair value gap, then we could look for a potential buy model entry. So that's basically the two scenarios I'm anticipating for tomorrow. So things I'd like to end with, we do have Jerome Powell speaking at 9 a.m., so be aware of that. There's also some other speakers after him. And, I always like to end it on a quote. So here's a quote by Epictetus: "Within each of us lies the power to fulfill our potential. It is the task of the wise to unlock this latent ability through perseverance and self-mastery." And why I chose this quote is because trading is honestly, in my opinion, one of the best ways to get to know yourself, get to know your flaws, get to know your strengths, and it just forces you to become a better person overall. So that's all I have for you guys tonight. Have a blessed night. Have a good trading day tomorrow. As always, remember patience pays, and I'll see you guys on the next one.